So we're gonna stretch the muscles right here at the wrist, starting with the palm down. Now we use these muscles here on top to reach the hand back, and then we assist the stretch, 1, 2, and then we release down. So tap, tap on the top of these muscles here, reach back, and hold the stretch for about 2 seconds. So you'll breathe in, exhale. It's important to exhale as you move the hand back. Breathe in on the way down. So you'll do 6 to 8 repetitions to stretch these muscles here going down. Now, if we turn the palm up and we reach the hand back, 1, 2, and release, that's going to stretch upper portion of the muscles near the elbow. So you breathe in, exhale, straighten, 1, 2, and back out. 1, 2, and back out. Now stretch the muscles on the front. We're gonna push down, 1, 2, and release. Breathe in, exhale, push down, 1, 2, and release. Now we can turn the hand this way, 1, 2, and release. 1, 2, and release. That's going to get more to this portion of the forearm. Now we'll turn it in and down, and that'll get a little bit more to the outside. Okay, now we can turn the palm over, reach back with each finger individually. So you're wanting to extend the wrist back and then assist. Notice I'm grabbing the whole finger to do the assisting. We don't want to assist down here at the fingertip. Okay, so then we can come up and we can roll each finger. Let's start with the pinky and we'll roll that. So the pinky comes in, and then we take the wrist and we bend the wrist back this way, right? And then we go with the ring finger. And these two are going in this direction. Here, it comes across. That's the angle of the force. Now, as we get to the middle finger, it comes more straight back. And these are a little bit more sensitive. The middle finger and the index finger will be pretty intense. Okay, so now we come to the thumb and we open up the thumb. Put the palm up, reaching the thumb back. And then we can take the thumb across the fingers. So again, assisting right at this joint here and bringing it across. And then we take the thumb and we bury it. We work down this angle, and this angle. There's 3 angles. Now, we can also take the index finger and go down. Earlier we were going up, so this way we're going to go with it down. Take the middle finger, work it down, ring finger down, and pinky finger down. Now we come up, tilt the hand at an angle, bring it back. That's going to stretch these muscles here. Okay? Now, we're going to go back and make a fist and roll down, and that's going to stretch these muscles on top. We go straight down, and then we come at this angle with the fingers rolled up. This intensifies the stretch. Then we bury the thumb, and then we stretch. We take this one and we turn it to the side, and then we do what we call supinating the wrist. We're taking the palm and turning it up, and that's going to stretch out the forearm really good. So these are a few stretches that you can do for the forehand, for the wrist, for the forearm, and will help open the hand up. Now, we've got a movement where we start with the thumb up and then we turn. This is called supination. So imagine you're asking for a cup of soup, supination. So here the thumb comes and you turn and you twist. Now, if we start with the thumb here, we turn it down, there's your pronation. Now, we take the arm straight and then we tilt the wrist down. And that's going to stretch these muscles right here at the elbow. So you're going to release down. So hold it, 1, 2, and back down. And that will stretch the muscles at the elbow. Now I'd like to show you the finger exercises. So you'll take the rubber band, wrap it around the index finger, and then what you're going to try to do is get the movement. I'm going to bury the rubber band into the hand here, and then I'm going to work on trying to get just this tip of the finger to move right here. It looks easy, but this could be challenging. So if I actually bury the tubing or the rubber band into the hand that I'm using, then I can really isolate the point for working strength into what we call extension. Right? So now I just moved it up off of this joint up to the next joint, and I'm working on extending. So you want to work off the breath. Breathe in. As you exhale, go up 4 or 5 times. Stop, breathe in. Exhale and go. Okay, so that's for the middle joint. Now we get to the last one. We're going to be picking up the whole joint here. Or you can hold it with the opposite hand. But it seems to work. Really, it will work these muscles if you can keep the hand stable like on a pillow here. That's tough. It's I'm telling you, not so easy. All right, so we're going to work control of the fingers. The tip of the middle finger now we'll hold here, and we're going to work on just extending that tip right there. So you can hold the joint. This is where it gets a little bit challenging because we're not used to really working the tips of the fingers like this. So now we'll move to the middle joint and we'll work on extending from the middle. And again, feel this all the way up in the forearm. As you try to speed up the motion and do it quicker, it starts to burn up in the forearm. So you can see the challenge trying to lift just this middle finger without the use of the other fingers jumping into it. So you can see my ring finger and my index finger are wanting to join in. The more I do it, the better I'm getting at being able to control just the middle finger. Okay, now comes the ring finger, and we're just working the tips here. Now we'll move it to the middle joint. So when I take the pinky and bury it up under here, it makes it even harder. Then we'll go with the ring. So I have very little strength in the ability to raise this index, or the ring finger. So I've really got to work on building the strength, just simply trying to get it to come up and down. Then you can go into the pinky, working just the tip here. So humbling. Yeah, this stuff is humbling. I've got some work to do to get better at these myself, but I've used these techniques to help athletes and musicians and people that use their hands. Then the third joint, trying to just pick up the pinky. Oh so hard. That's challenging, but we'll get better in time. I just got to keep doing them, right? All right, so now the thumb, we wrap around the thumbnail, and then we work on extending the thumb. So you have this motion, and then we move to the whole thing. And then you can move away. Then you can come out and pull it in. But the tendency is for the hand to want to cup up. We want to try to keep the hand flat, the wrist flat. And then we come over to the pinky and try to move the pinky away. So I wrapped it twice, maybe just once. Yeah, so try to build the strength coming. Right. Okay, so these are some stretches for the hand and some strengthening for the forearm. I hope you found this to be beneficial, and you can try it out. It takes some time to get used to it. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have. All right. Thanks for stopping by.